Just gonna get you, Wayne. Okay. Jesus. Ah, that'll work great like that. After we start recording. Forgot everybody, we're recording now. This is going into the archives of the United States
Recording
of America.
in progress.
Oh yeah. There we go. Start. Awesome, everybody. Good. Yes, go ahead, Wayne. That's good. Your face, we receive your grace, call upon the name of Jesus. You are the King of glory, you are the Lord of righteousness. Restore our land,
My name is Wayne Paquette. Welcome to World Constitution Day in Barrie. We're live in Barrie right now. We're feeding all across the world. Okay? So that is like a lifelong dream for me just to send that song out, because I'm going to tell you, I'm just going to take a segue for a second here. At 8 years old, it was 1967. At 8 years old, I had a dream in my heart to write a song for Canada. It was Canada's bicentennial year or centennial year, and there was another O Canada song came out, and there was just a spark of a dream. And then a year ago I wrote this, and God made a way for me to actually get a professional recording, and I had no idea that today it was on a world stage. So thank you, Jesus. All right, well, let's pray. We're going to commit this to God, because you know what? On our Parliament building, and where the inspiration came from that song, is on our Parliament building. It says, "He shall have dominion from sea to sea." That's Psalm verse 72, verse 8. It's right in our Parliament buildings. So without God, we're not going to get anything accomplished. So let's pray. Father God, we thank you, God, that you are awesome. And Lord, we declare today that you are Lord over Canada. And we pray that as this message goes out, that people's eyes would be open to realize the importance of having a constitution, Lord God. Lord, you ordained constitution. You made the 10 Commandments. That was the constitution back in the old days. You've ordained this, Lord God. So we just breathe your spirit out on this land of Canada and the other countries that see it. In the mighty name of Jesus. Amen. Amen. And now, I want to bring up a man who really needs no introduction. But to those that don't know, the first time I met this man was at Alliance Billiards, and he was just sitting there having a beer, and they didn't think much, right? Because he's just an ordinary guy until you listen to him. And when he started to talk, I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to take notes. I need to take several notes, because I learned things about Constitution and about the Queen and about how, and all this stuff, and how everything fits. And the guy's like, I have never met anybody that's read every single Constitution and every single legal document. The guy's got a brain unbelievable. So we are privileged today here in Barrie, Ontario on August 1st, 2021 to have Dave Bjorkman come and speak to us. Come on, Dave.
Thank you so much, Wayne. Do I got this? Everybody hear me? Hello? Hello? There, that's good. That's better. Yay! Okay, everybody and everybody at home, give me a wave. You're hearing us loud and clear? Yeah? Awesome. Okay. So we got a Zoom link, everybody. This is registered through the United States of America, the government of the U.S. partisanly. Both Democrats and Republicans are making this happen for us today to deliver in Barrie, Ontario at the War Memorial. What do you think of that? Isn't that something phenomenal? So this is beautiful. It's going to be a great day, a good barbecue. We're not getting rained out. They called for that. We moved off of the stage because we thought we were going to get rained out real bad. Might still come yet, but we got this luxurious roof over us. What my presentation here today is for, and why it's being recorded on Zoom, going to be done on YouTube, is it's going to the Allied powers of World War II. They're called the United Nations Security Council. That's USA, Russia, UK, France, and China. They were the victorious allies of World War II. They run this world today contrary to what every Canadian's been led to believe. International law comes from those 5 countries. What I want to do, and what you're going to hear from not just me, you're going to hear from the best legal constitutional experts in the real free world. You're going to hear from the United States of America, many experts, many doctorates. You're going to hear from Switzerland, many doctorates, even Brazil, who's going to go through, and is going through right now, massive what's called dismemberment, as I go into my speech, redesign of their constitution to empower the people, to fix what's called juristocracy courts that are paid by special interests. Now, we don't have that exact system in Canada. We don't even really have the same constitutionalism as the free world. These countries are celebrating today. You're going to get to see them live, host myself, and follow up with Tina Maravich, Treaty Indian, to speak to the UNSCP 5, who have the power over our Canadian government. There's a lot of people don't know, and that's why we're here today, to give that to all of you. But I'm going to begin with the party I'm building federally. Why we need so many grassroots Canadians that I call we the people. Supremacy of God. 2 items that are not located in the Canadian Constitution. This is the first act of dismemberment. We have to go back to the founding act, the Canadian Act 1867. When you read the preamble, it is unlike any other preamble in the entire world. The first dismemberment. Contrary to popular belief, contrary to even, Wayne, God bless him, what's written on legislatures, parliaments, all of it, none of that is legally binding in Canada by that 1867 Constitutional Act. Neither is 1982. They actually take away any supremacy of God, meaning whichever version you believe in. That's up to you to decide. Every country in the free world operates that way. This is fundamental to them. Even Russia has supremacy of God. Canada doesn't. We have supremacy of a divine politician. It's clearly stated in our preamble. There are only a handful of other countries out of 205 that exist this way today. It's sad. There's been 85 that have had to leave that behind. They've gotten their independence from what's called crown colonialism. Canada today still exists this way. Divinity of the politician, whomever you elect. They call that Queen Elizabeth. That's not how it works. Queen Elizabeth from World War II, behind us this monument that you can all go read. Historic of World War I and II, the 2 colonial wars. Colonial empires were done. You heard of Axis power and Ally. The Allies attached to colonialism had to agree, and I have the original documents that can be backed up by all the best experts in the world that you're going to hear from today. Sir Winston Churchill, King George VI, that you won't find in Ontario. Every other monarch except for Queen Elizabeth's father. There's not one statue of him. Why? Because he ended the crown in Canada officially. You can look monumentally, every crown governor general, every lieutenant governor since 1952, since King George abolished it, with his promise to the Allies, the victorious Allies of World War II, the superpowers who ended all colonialism. 1945, they rolled out, right after the war, they rolled out a charter. We know what happened to Japan, who was a colonial. They had invaded China and many other Asian countries. They were doing colonialism too. They were bombed. We know of the atomic bombs dropped. That was to end colonialism. It was, you end it now, the world's not going forward. And everybody did. Every nation, including Canada, signed that charter of 1945, gave the power to those 5 nations that we're addressing right here, right today, live recorded, and it's going in with the United States of America. Russia's getting it, UK's getting it, France is getting it, and so is China. And you know what? They're all going to look at their world binding laws, something you've never heard of. Did you know human rights are not privy of Canada? Canada has no right to establish any human rights unless they exceed what those allies have specified. And in fact, the opposite has occurred in Canada. They've created their own human rights organs inside their country against those allies, administering their own branch of human rights, which are far below what is mandated in the world today since 1945. And it just escalates and it gets worse. You're going to hear all about that from Treaty 4 Indian. The first time the UNSCP 5 have ever even heard from a Treaty Indian in Canada. It'll be the first time ever before in world history, recorded here today. What I'm giving you is the CCP path forward. What that is we're going to dismember the Canadian Constitution, absolutely. by the world's greatest mind. Many of the ones you're hearing here today, I have another 132. They're all doctorates. They're all far past anything of any average lawyer, let alone these are the top in the world. Many books, many publications. They're proven. They've been in every major Supreme Court. You know, the EU, you've heard of that. They've been in all of them. You'll see these experts. They've been in every major country, every world court. These guys write law. They teach law. They even educate the highest justices in the world. And we're going to bring them to you in every minority language across Canada. That's our promise. To absolutely dismember everything broken in Canada. Bringing absolutely redesigned to you, the people. It's not our party who's going to write the Constitution. Our platform is to give this to you, the people. Every single citizen in Canada over the age of 18 will be educated, just like a town hall like this, a lot better, a lot bigger, and budgeted, 140 million in fact, right across Canada to all the First Peoples in every reserve, seated, unseated, every community, every village, every town, every city, and you will all be educated from one end of the constitutional spectrum to the other. These experts will answer all of your questions, and again, in every minority language, every single language, in fact, in the world that's represented in Canada and by the First Peoples, all of them. Every citizen will go through, and you'll all decide in a 3 to 6 month period how it's all going to work. One, rules of governance, which I can tell you right now, you read the Canadian Constitution, there are none. There are no constitutions of the regions, which are the provinces. When you elect a premier, the premier runs any way, shape, or form they want, and there is nothing any Canadian can do about it for 4 years. 4 years. They are untouchable, unaccountable. You know this is true. They tell you 7 or 8 promises that they're going to keep, but they write in 178 more, and they strip you of all your rights. The constitutional monarchy system, which is established in Canada in our Constitution, is 900 years old. Did you know Bills of Rights, Charter of Rights have been around for 900 years? In fact, you're going to hear from experts on the Magna Carta, the oldest charter in the world of monarchies. And did you know that always the problem for 900 years, even today in Canada, is who enforces the king, or the Prime Minister in our case, who is the king, you ladies and gentlemen. That's a fact. Queen Elizabeth has not legally been allowed to run Canada since her father in 1952. He passed away before they could amend the Constitution. You're going to learn from Tina Maravich today on the absolute binding law in 1948 that restricted the Crown from administering any government. That was removed. Canada was to amend the Constitution. And do you know what the Liberals and Conservatives who had the power at the time did? They said, shh, King George is dead. We're going to keep the Crown for ourselves, and we're going to keep Governor General and Lieutenant Governors, and we're going to run fully autocratic. A lot of people say to me, they say, oh, it feels like communism, Dave. Communism. Do you know this is worse than communism? It's a trick because you think you have this charter, but each government you elect can look at that charter, because in the Constitution attached to it, the preliminary, the rules of governance say the politician you elect decides which of those apply to you and how they're going to apply to you, and there's nothing you can do about it until the next election. And hopefully you elect someone who will follow it or will give it to you. But the reality is they put their hands on it and say, you the people will pay me because I'm the only one in the Constitution. I'm the first class citizen, and you will all pay me through donations and my special interest. And if it's not enough, I will go with the special interest groups. And that is Canada. I am sorry. I know you're going to hear a lot of presentations from Free Worlds here today. It's celebratory. The only celebratory I can give all of you today is this. If you elect the CCP in 2023, we will give all of that tremendous power to each and every one of you. We will take that crown. We will smash that crown into the 40 million pieces. one for each and every one of you. 35 acres. This is what we can do. The 79% of Crown land that's not available to any of you. You can't build a home there. Not the First Peoples, not Canadians. It's privy of the first-class politician, federally and provincially, not Queen Elizabeth. Look it up. Crown land, provincial, federal. Those politicians get to go to foreign companies, lease it out, make all the money in their back pockets, every single party, ladies and gentlemen. They do this decade after decade. They make a mess of it, and they leave you, the third and second class, which is the working Joe Jane, and all business owners, to pick up the bill. To pick up the bill. And First Nations get none of it. They get the scraps. And then they get the First Nations at the third and second class citizen. That's the Constitution and the problem of Canada. And remember, regionally, it's even worse. There is zero Constitution since 1867. It was told, make a Constitution that includes your civil rights. Did you know you have no civil rights? Only what a premier themselves, man or woman, whoever you elect in any province, they determine your civil rights. And did you know what everybody else in the free world calls civil rights? They call them enshrined rights you're born with. Because for the people to make a living, to have a decent standard of living, to own property, to make a business, be successful, to go to work every day, have the opportunity to have true equality where men and women aren't divided or colors aren't divided. And I'm not saying the rest of these nations haven't had their problems, but we, the people in their systems, work through it. You're going to hear, even USA, as mighty as that country is, you're going to hear from Switzerland on direct democracy. They've been running that way. They have a gold standard. They're not in any kind of debt. The people vote on each and every law the politician brings forward. Did you know that? They have direct democracy. Every single citizen gets to vote on each act put forward. We call that, in this party, CCP, and what we're bringing forward, big C, little c constitutionalism. Canada runs entirely on what's called little c. Little c is the power of the politician to make any rules they want without any accountability. Now, we do have to have politicians make executive decisions, but I believe all of you can decide that in constitutionalism, what that is. Big C is where we write the rules. It's a people for all of our children and the children to come. And when you all do that, that means 35 acres for every man, woman, and child today. It means thousands of acres for every first persons in Canada. We can settle this out. Tremendous wealth and property for every Canadian. Every Canadian. And nobody wants to do that. The politicians say, no, we don't want that. We want you to pay $1 million for a home. We want your standard of living out of control. And you know, that's not world law. That's not even close. We're going to go through decade after decade after decade. These 5 allies, UNSC, that everybody says UN's bad, they're evil. No, 70% of the rogue UN states are evil. We can show you how those 5 allies, time and time again, have to go to war each and every day, all the time, and deal with this. We're watching 3 this week. Cyprus, Turkey. We're watching all kinds of countries, all over the Asian world, all over the Middle East, all over Africa, all the time, and they fight every day. And now it's our turn as Canadians in this presentation for the UNSA to deliver and go above our first-class politicians, bring the power back to you. In dismemberment of the Constitution we have, redesign, absolute every province and territory, regional constitutions made by all of you, 3 to 6 months, again, by the world's best experts in every minority language, paired with First Nations in every First Nations language, town hall after town hall, until every man, woman, and child over the age of 18 has had a go at it. We won't rest until it's done. 3 to 6 months. How do we do that? Well, I'm going to tell you how it's done. If you elect our party to a minority government, just a federal minority, did you know the power of the Crown of Prime Minister gets to appoint the Crown position of Governor General? The Governor General then gets to appoint all Lieutenant Governors of the provinces and the territories. Those positions are the only ones that can allow a legislature to operate. You've heard ascending bills. The Crown has to stamp it. Well, who's that? The Prime Minister's Governor General, federally, for Parliament, and the Lieutenant Governors of every legislature. We can literally, the day of election, if we win just a minority, we issue letters out to the Governor General that's existing, which is now Mary Simon. If they don't want to comply, we'll replace them with our Governor General. The law in our Canadian Constitution is Prime Minister can issue a letter to Governor General removing them in 30 days, which is the Ascension Day on day of election. When I go to ascend, we've already given the 30 days notice and we appoint our new Governor General. Then we go around for every province at the same time. We do the same thing for every Lieutenant Governor. We've just arm-barred every party. It doesn't matter who won elections or nothing. Our party can end the ability of any provincial legislature of any province and territory, as well as the federal parliament, from ever doing anything but giving you all constitutionalism. We can turn around, doesn't matter what political party, because we're not about left and right, we're about all the people. You're all going to be educated. Every color, every race, every sex, every ideology, you're all going to bring it forward, and the experts are going to give you 205 of the world's constitutions and examples to go through it all with you, because that's what these people do for a living. The best minds in the entire world, bar none. I have them all. I have them all for every Canadian. And we're going to do this for the First Nations. Thank you. It's real, it's credible, verifiable, and we're on a stage with the best minds in the world, as you're going to hear today. They wouldn't let somebody who doesn't have a legal doctorate, I'm an economist, they wouldn't let me do this if I hadn't been doing this work for 4 solid years on the world stage. I've been doing this work for 4 solid years, myth busting our Canadian politicians, our media, and bringing it back to all of you. And we're not going to rest until we've gone across Canada to do this. Next up, everybody, is Tina Maravich, a first-time presentation. She's going to read off, she's going to grab her phone, she's going to read it. It is to the allies, the P5, and to all of you. Treaty Indians speak up. Behind us, the War Memorial, 1939 to 1945. By those 5 allies, they created a series of laws from then and again and again. We watched race, sex, equality, standard living, everything addressed, and minimum human rights put in place. And we're going to prove today that Canada not only has not followed, none of them, everybody, they've committed the worst genocide atrocities that you can find in a lot of other colonial countries, which is what we are. And it doesn't matter, black, red, white, yellow, human condition in that colonial system always leads to when you put autocrats in charge. The politicians are guilty. Every single federal and provincial party from 1952 till today, right now, and every day after, because none of them want to relinquish the power and give true human rights, which are not their privy. They tell the world they do it, but the world's hearing today for the first time in Canadian history exactly what laws are breached and which acts in Canada do this since its inception, and even now till today, much, much worse than many of the horrific countries in the world. It's happening to all of you too, but we're going to let Treaty Indians go. Tina Maravich, Treaty 4, give her a big hand.
Hi there. Hi. Testing. Okay, I'm just going to start. Okay. Canada was a colonial of the United Kingdom until 1867. From that time until 1952, all administration of Canada was done by the Governor General, administered by the UK government, and appointed by the Crown reigning monarch. In 1941, during the Second Major Colonial World Powers War, the United Kingdom, by Prime Minister Sir Winston Churchill and King George VI, agreed to the Atlantic Charter via the President Teddy Roosevelt and decolonization by President Joseph Stalin. France and China were both in agreement. Officially by the UNSC, P5, voted by the entire world in 1948, accepted the terms and conditions of the UN Charter of 1945. Canada, under the Liberal Party of Canada and the Conservative Party of Canada, agreed to amend their constitution and educate all Canadians and First Peoples of Canada on human rights, self-government, and self-determination. This work by King George VI in Canada started in 1952 after he had relinquished all colonialism in India. He died during Canada's transition, while the Governor General and the Lieutenant Governors of the regions were stripped of the crown. Example, the crown-embedded colonialism was emptied by UK and the monarch. The Liberals and the Conservatives, upon King George VI, colonialism was emptied by UK and the monarch. The Liberals and Conservatives, upon King George VI's death, decided to ignore the Allies and continued with the Crown Governor General and Lieutenant Governors on their own. They decided to follow the Axis powers and refused to amend the Constitution or educate the Canadian and the First Peoples. Liberals and Conservatives and all elected parties went on until today, breaching the UNSC P5's world-binding laws. Canada's first betrayal of the Allies, US, Russia, France, UK, and China, 1948, amend the Constitution and educate all citizens on the law of sovereignty and the crime of genocide. The Convention on the Prevention and Crime of Genocide, Article 1, Article 3B, Article 5. Canada's second betrayal of the Allies, USA, Russia, UK, France, and China, the Declaration of Human Rights, 1948, Articles 1 through to 31. Canada's third betrayal of the Allies, UK, Russia, USA, France, and China, the Declaration of Granting of Independence to Colonial Countries and People, 1960, Articles 1 through to 7. Canada's fourth betrayal, betrayal of the Allies, USA, Russia, UK, France, and China, International Covenant on Economic, Social, and Cultural Rights, Articles 1 through 31. According to world-binding law and the Allies, UNSC P5, Canada has adopted all of these measures. However, clearly today, August the 1st, 2021, Canada has removed all of them from the First Peoples of Canada, specifically the Treaty Indian. The Indian Act 1876 to 2021, current, continues to remove all of the Allies' binding laws from the Treaty Indians in Canada, Section 115, A, B, which are present, and C and D, 2014. The Constitutional Act of Canada, 1867, 1982, removes the Canadian Indian and all Canadian second and third from any mention, as well as grants the power over civil rights to provincial government, politicians, appointments, Section 92, and human rights to the federal government, politicians, and appointments, Section 91. A genocide has and is occurring today. Please, UNSP 5, act now, enforce ICC, and live up to your promises to the world. End the reign of terror in Canada. Step in and save Canada's Indian from Axis colonial power. First-class Canadian regional and federal politicians. Joe Biden, Vladimir Putin, Xi Jinping, Boris Johnson, and Emmanuel Macron, you have an international obligation to impose upon Canada as your forebears did from 1945 until today, and colonial crown, that is a clear breach of your world-binding laws listed above. Return the souls of the dead children to peace and restore the First Peoples of Canada. Gachimi Witch.
Sure, just hold on a sec. I know everybody does. We're going to get to that. Every question that anybody wants to do, you got to come up to the mic if you're good, because the UNSCP file, they're all going to see this. It's going out to the world. There's a whole Zoom. I got to add a whole bunch of people in the waiting room, so I'm going to admit them all. And everybody watching, raise your hand to ask a question. Raise your hand to ask a question. And we're going to go live, we're going to go with that. And then Wayne, if you don't mind, we'll watch the Facebook scroll and questions. We'll just go 1, 2, 3. But anybody who's live here who wants to ask a question, oh, it's me, I got it there. So anyone who's live here, just I'll invite you up to ask questions. That's what the next 40 minutes is going to be. And you can help yourself to barbecue. It's a great turnout here. I wish I could I guess I could just give you guys, is everybody comfortable with a quick scroll of the crowd? Is that good? Give me applause, or does people everybody? Yeah? Okay. I'm going to do this one, I'll do Facebook, and then we'll start Q&A.
So everybody make a lot of noise and cheer because you're going to be on the crowd. Come on, this is Canada. Let's show them what Canadians are about.
Yeah!
We're about passion. We're about zeal. Come on. The frozen chosen are gone.
I'm going to move this. Something I did with the screen there. That's good. That's good.
Okay.
I think we're going to put you over here because the mic's going to be, and we're going to have the experts there. And everybody, we're going to be going through videos after too, and there'll be barbecue. You guys can walk and talk. And as you see, the experts from all these other countries who are doctorates, they're a lot more articulate than me. Surprise, surprise. But they will do really well, and they're going to give you guys presentations, give you hope, courage, tell you about their countries and what they're doing. The free world. Canada didn't want to participate in this, I can promise you that. Liberal, Justin Trudeau, Aaron O'Toole, Conservative, Jagmeet Singh, People's Party of Canada, Maxime Bernier, none of them, and I can tell you everybody, I've been on the world stage for 2 solid years. Not one of them's ever been there, not one representative. I'm the only Canadian to continually show up and do the work. Okay, so everybody, we've got a live questions, so you have to come up and you have to stand here. The world wants to see, and they're like, right? So everybody, if you want to do the question, you ask it, and if it's for me or Tina.
So when you come up, folks, whoever's coming up, just give you an instruction, speak into the mic, and I will adjust the volume as you speak, because everybody has a different speaking tone. So just start talking and I'll adjust it, okay? So who wants to go first? Okay.
I had to jump that fence.
And what's your name?
My name is Glenna Ritchie.
Glenna Ritchie. Okay, here you go.
Up to it. Okay, so I was listening to Dave and this gracious woman here speaking. I'm sorry, I forgot your name.
Tina.
So some of that history that you gave, I was able to recollect, and not live it at all. But in '82, I do remember clearly the Queen sitting beside Trudeau and signing some documents over. Was that in fact giving away our rights at that time?
Okay, well, come up.
Yeah,
I'll come
Dave.
up, sure.
Come on in.
So, okay, come here, there we okay. So great question on 1982. That's when you got the Charter of Rights and Freedoms. Just to add to a little bit of the narrative, everybody, the Bill of Rights, which was before that, which is just another Magna Carta. Remember what I said about Magna Carta? They're all the same thing. Now, Queen Elizabeth does come and do ceremonial purposes only. That's it. Whatever the Prime Minister of the time deems, Queen Elizabeth, anytime, right now, when Prime Minister decides something, Queen Elizabeth has to sign it. She can't say no. Did you know that? The real Queen of Canada right now is Justin Trudeau. Before him, it was Stephen Harper.
We knew he was a queen.
If you don't believe me, Tina Maravich just told you about the Atlantic Charter. Did you know that in 1941, of all places in the world, none of us have been educated on this. I can prove this to you by these world experts today. And did you know that at the time there was a president, Teddy Roosevelt, World War II, there was Joseph Stalin of USSR, there was Sir Winston Churchill of the United Kingdom, and again, the one monarch we're missing from Canada, Queen Elizabeth II's father, King George VI. UK was a colonial, everybody. They had 85 nations, the largest colonial, way dwarfing anything Rome ever did. 85 nations. Did you know that King George VI didn't want to be king, but he did it? He did his duty. He ended colonialism. He sent Sir Winston Churchill in 1941 to Newfoundland, Labrador, and he signed it all off. It's called the Atlantic Charter. You can read it. Did you know that Joe Biden and Boris Johnson, after all this work I've been doing, do you know what they did 6 weeks ago? They re-signed the Atlantic Charter. You never heard that on the news, did you? Just look it up on Google. That's true. So, there's these laws that say the Queen has no real power of governance and can't. It's a breach of the USC. Do you know what happens to UK if Queen Elizabeth administers governance in Canada? They lose their UNSC P5 status. They lose their veto, they lose a lot. UK will never give it up. And we have King George VI, Sir Winston Churchill, Joseph Stalin, President Teddy Roosevelt of the United States, Newfoundland, 1941, sign it all off, have the original document, even have King George's stamp, all of it. Queen Elizabeth, 1952, ascended, her father died, and guess what? Every Governor General of Canada, which is supposed to be the Crown, right? And Lieutenant Governor was removed from UK, they all went home, and the Prime Minister appointed all those Crown. And all Queen Elizabeth now does now is ceremonially, she's paid her royal family. I'll put it to you this way, if you think this isn't real, why does the royal family only get $6 million from Canada a year?
Only?
No, you think it's a lot of money, but let's just think about this. You go on Wikipedia, they tell you that even though it's provincial and federal Crown land, they say it's the Queen's land. So there's trillions, you guys, trillions of GDP generated out of those lands, and none of you see it. You get hosed as taxpayers to pay for it. First Nations only see crumbs of that. Crumbs of that, the first class gets it. We pay for the cleanup after the disaster, the mess. We work to pay and clean it up, but why does the Queen only get $6 million out of trillions of dollars if it's her land? Because it's not. It's been gone the entire time. 1982, the Charter, just like every single one before, is administered right now by your elected Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, and he has the power of Crown through his Governor General, who is made and appointed by him in Canada. He chose Mary Simon. She could do something right now. Governor General has the power. They have the authority over the military, the police, all these arrests, lockdowns, everything. That's all been mandated by Lieutenant Governors and Governor General through Prime Minister and those autocratic premiers. You've seen it in every province. Some are arresting pastors, some are taking the Charter of Rights from 1982 and throwing it to the side, right? Autocratically. Why is that? Because they are the Crown.
So does that mean that she's just Justin's puppet then?
She's not a puppet. She gets $6 million to do her duty. You can ask Boris Johnson in the House of Lords. They already published this 6 weeks ago. They reaffirmed the Atlantic Charter. They tell you this. Do you know Queen Elizabeth tells you this twice in her life too?
No.
Did you know? She goes in 1956, go watch YouTube. She tells all of you, the colonial citizens, there's 16 of us left. There was many more in 56. Most of them escaped this. Only Canada, New Zealand, Australia, and 12 more remain, which one is going away right now. Barbados is going. Crown gone. Well, How are they able to do it? We're not. Oh, because the people rose up. This is what CCP is. I'm bringing we, the people, to you. You're going to make the system with the world's best of the best. These experts you're going to listen to today. I have 132 of them. That's all I need. I've streamlined the best of the best, the ones I want in every minority language. Because I can't do that. And I'm not going to write no constitutions for everybody. You're going to do it
Not
with
me.
the best,
I
no,
can't
with the best experts in the world. Thank you for the question. So now I'm just going to go, and we're going to keep doing this around of Rosie here, but I'm going to go onto the Zoom, and we're going to see who's got their hand up. First one hand up. Oh yeah, messages. Here we go.
You want to put the mic down and read it?
No, I'll stand up. I'm going to read it. Oh, Jim Scherer. Look at this. Hey, you guys, I got Jim Scherer here. Hey, Jim, you guys, this is Jim Scherer from Pennsylvania, the host of World Constitution Day around the world. He just jumped in. If you guys don't mind, do you guys want to hear his address? See him there? You want to? Jim, are you there?
Hello, everyone. Can you hear me? Can you see
Yes.
me?
Jim, I'm going to put your screen up on the big screen. We got 100 Facebook followers watching you. We got a crowd of 40, and the Zoom room. Oh, there's another in the waiting room. So there's lots of people. We're gonna let you give a little talk here. Tell us about you, and I'm gonna bring your screen up. I'm gonna scroll through and grab you.
Well, hello, everyone. This is a miracle. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the inaugural, the very first Constitution Day. My name is Jim Scherer, and I'm coordinator of global events for World Constitution Day. This is a distributed event with international reach. I'm so happy to be in Canada today, sitting from near Philadelphia in Pennsylvania, where our first Constitution was written. Today is the single day celebration on August 1st annually, yet every day we know is Constitution Day to a free people around the world. We stand on the shoulders of giants who have helped us create one of the most important inventions of all time, a written Constitution.
The big C.
Today, with World Constitution Day, we take a great leap forward to propel the natural desire of every human being for a life of liberty and of dignity, with a solid written Constitution at its foundation. Let's chat with the leaders of Constitution Day today, not only in this Zoom call, but with friends and colleagues throughout the world. I raise my hand in celebration to you all who've joined in for this first inaugural event. I think we're changing the world today. Thank you very much.
Jim, can I ask you, Jim, can you just tell everybody a little bit about yourself?
So, hello, I'm Jim Scherer. I was born in western New York, in a little town called Salamanca near Niagara Falls. I went to the State University of New York for a bachelor's degree in geology and geneseo. I took my master's degree in public policy from the University of Pennsylvania in Philadelphia. I got involved with computers years ago. I was inspired by the Bundesbrief document of Switzerland, which was written in 1291 AD, the same century as the Magna Carta of England from 1215 AD. These are foundational documents, stepping stones to the world that we live in today. I like to use computers to spread the news of good democracy and good constitutionalism and the rule of law. So we founded a website, Bundesbrief.org, and our friends of the Bundesbrief and the Magna Carta got together and conceived of this idea, World Constitution Day. It's a lot like Earth Day. It's a love fest for a constitution. Earth Day was created 50 years ago. It has just had its 50th anniversary. We hope that we can be all together 50 years from now, celebrating the 50th anniversary of World Constitution Day. You all can raise your hand proudly and say you were there at the World Constitution Day celebration. It's a daunting challenge to connect us all digitally on the internet without it collapsing. This could not have been done technically even 5 years ago. The Zoom platform and our internet connectivity is bigger and broader and deeper than ever. You will see in the coming 5 years an explosion of the ability to capture and distribute video imaging. So whatever you're seeing today on the screen, I hope somebody is capturing.
I'm recording, Jim.
It could be what they call an NFT or one of those token things that they sell on the internet, and we're all going to get $1 billion for being the first participants in World Constitution Day. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, Jim. And Paula is the international ambassador too. Paula Bradley here. Where is she? Where's Paula Bradley? Real quick, we're going to do that. No. Oh, Jim, Paula's here, but she went to the store. She went to go run. She's keeping everything going here.
Paula is our global network ambassador for all of Canada. She's
I like
the
that.
magnet that
Making
brings
the
us together.
barbecue too. Thank you
I will
so
stay
much.
here and watch for a little bit, and then I'm going to say goodbye.
Sure.
And go back to loading up data on the internet. You'll see it all throughout the week. Everybody post with the hashtag World Constitution Day.
That gets the experts. We're getting lots. It's great. You should see the events, the sponsors, unbelievable law firms, and our party's there too. So it's phenomenal. But Jim, I just want to say thank you for this opportunity. I've had a tremendous experience from all of you. So many world academics, everybody. We're going to be watching all those videos, by the way. When we finish our Q&A here, Jim, if you want to watch that and hang back, because we just opened up a lot of questions. Maybe you might want to answer some too. So just put that hand up. Maybe we get Jim to answer some as a world expert, right? So what we're going to do is go back to question and answer here, Jim. Hang out. I'll leave you unmuted. And then, okay? And if you want to jump in there, just jump in and voice something. Say, well, I can talk about that. Okay, Jim?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Thank you. Okay. I'm just going to turn this. Now we're going to see. I know I got chat. I wonder why that's not opening for me on this end. Oh yeah, okay, here we go. Questions welcome. Dennis direct message.
Just press road from Meridian Place. If anyone wants to come down, we'll be here another hour or two. Just the gazebo across the road from Meridian Place. So we got
Oh, there we go. Anybody for questions there? I see 3 chats. If anybody wants to ask a question, raise your hand. Whoop, there's people wanting in.
Is there anyone here that has a question?
Waiting room, I got
You're all so quiet. Come on, I know you got questions.
Okay, that's okay. We're going to go to Facebook. I might have messed up the chat
So
here.
go to Facebook. See if there's
Jim,
someone
can
on
you look at chat? It's not working on my end. Might be some.
I have chat open. I can see it. I would like to give a shout out to David Bjorkman, who is a leader. Isn't he a leader? Woo! There you go.
Is there any question? Oh, how does the UNSC resolution work? Okay, everybody, we do have a question. It's on a UNSC resolution work I'm doing right now. Tina Maravich and Treaty Nations First Peoples right across Canada and all Canadians. You're all welcome. You're all welcome. I'm doing these modules. What you heard from Tina, I know it sounded garbled. That was purposely done because it's specific to the 5 allies. When those triggers hit them, they know what we're talking about. The detail of the modules, where I break it down for all of you in plain speak, is on Facebook. I did module 1 to 3. 4 to 5 is coming post World Constitution Day. I got tied up for 84 hours, literally. Massive First Nation movement. And I had to put it all down, and I still need to deliver this. But this is what we're doing. And this is the truth, Jim. This is for you. So Xi Jinping, his UNSC ambassador, like USA for Jim, they have Linda Thomas Greenfield. UK has Barbara Woodward, and it goes on and on. Like Macron has one, right? So Xi Jinping, his number 1 is Zhang Jun. I've been reaching out to the UNSC for 4 years. I started with independence in the province of Alberta. After that election, I ran for premier, came in 4th place, but I learned of the autocracy of Canada. There was something very, very wrong. I couldn't deliver the promises I said because of the autocracy of the party system. It's unlike anything. You don't know until you build one, which I'm a builder. That's what I do. I build things, and I built a political party. The first third-class citizen, as defined like the Titanic. When I say first, second, third class, think of the Titanic. The Boilermaker's down below. He lives in bad quarters, and if anything happens with the ship, the captain doesn't go down with the ship, the Boilermaker does. They close the hatches to give the first class more time to get the limited lifeboats that only so many from the second class can actually get. So you have to buy your way onto that, right? It's not everybody from the second class, not all of them get to go. That's not like the USA. That's our defined system. It's called unwritten law. That is the UK British law we got. That's that pre-World War II system that was abolished by the UNSC that UK and France agreed to, a colonial system. It's still alive and well today. Here in Canada, 16 countries left in the world. Most of Africa's left this system. They didn't do constitutionalism like I want to do with these world experts, literally 132 across Canada, just like town halls like this, every community. That's what we want to do in every minority language. They didn't do that. They just took the system over. A lot of the crown embedments in their constitution from the colonials, just like Canada, they took it for themselves. So what do? They administer atrocities. So we see it, all these human rights violations. Doesn't matter what color, creed, nationality, race, ethnicity, gender, people, human being condition will commit atrocities without proper big C codification. If there's no rules of governance, no checks and balances how to govern, especially accountability, the human will gravitate to that first class no matter sex, color, race, again, ethnicity, they will. This is historically accurate. You can look around the world. The Allies know this. They know this. They fight it every day. And that's why we got to go forward with it. So the UNSC resolution, everybody, these modules we're doing, Xi Jinping has given Zhang Jun the thumbs up to allow us to do a resolution and present it for China, because guess what? Canada's a UN state. The Liberals, Conservatives, NDP, Maxime Bernier, none of them, if even elected, will allow any kind of resolution that ends the crown colonial system. We have to do that. We have to bring genocide, all of it forward. We got to free the First Peoples. Then we can settle Canada. 79%, like Jim, I don't know if you know this, 79% of Canada is unsettled. USA went through this in 1974. They settled the claim with the American Indian. Did you know the American Indian has 500 times more land than the Canadian First Treaty Indian? 500 times more. And when you add in Métis into that combined region, they got a 1.2 million settlement in 33, but none other than Alberta. They fought the Crown, the Social Credit Party, the Premier at the time fought for 2 back-to-back terms against the Crown. They kept saying no. They override we call King's Court. We don't have juristocracy in Canada. We have literally a court system at the Superior, which is provincial and territorial, and then there's the Supreme Court of Canada. Did you know that any Governor General, Lieutenant Governor, by orders of the Prime Minister, can shut down a court case? I have mountains of stacks, and I can prove everything I say here to you. Where it goes through and the judge says, I'm sorry, I would like to give you a ruling, but sometimes even the Governor General has stated that I don't have the authority to do that. And that's the Prime Minister making a phone call saying, that case we're not doing. Or they'll say, I can rule, but I can't give you any kind of repatriation or fix the situation. And then it goes through, right? And it's like, wow, you see it all the time. Like right now, the residential schools, when you look behind it, the War Memorial, the flags are at half-mast for residential school genocide. Did you know that the payout was supposed to happen with that? But the Liberal government's fighting it. Why? Because they get to hire all their Crown first-class citizens to fight this in court while everybody's getting rich off the taxpayer, angering the taxpayer, and what was the settlement will now be doubled. Did you know if we went through the ICC, this is the UNSCP5's court, if we got a judgment against them criminally, they would actually arrest politicians for these gross genocides and not the taxpayer paying for it. That's what your government's trying to do right now. It doesn't matter, liberal, conservative. Look, guys, we're sorry. We murdered all these children that were gross atrocities. The church that they're trying to fire under the bus in the media. Did you know they work for the government? You can read the acts. It says clearly, 115A and B, the government hires the church. The government is in charge of disciplining the children. Did you know when you read 1948, by those allies, that's the United States of America. Do you know what the first law they all agreed to? They said, you can't go into the fundamental unit of society, which is the family. You can't. You can't do it. Do you know no president in the history of the United States, 1924 was the first time, 1959, and then even in 1989, didn't matter Republican or Democrat, because of their constitution, they can't breach the family unit. Doesn't matter what the politicians, when they get there, checks and balances, you can't breach the Constitution, we the people. Every single, you look at all those states, and you can look, Jim, you'll find every president of the United States had to vote down. The entire world voted for government power over your children. Did you know that? Except for the United States. 3 times they have the UNSC power. Any one of those 5 can veto anything. USA said, we're sorry to the entire world 3 times. We will not approve it because you can't breach the fundamental unit of society, the family. Parental rights over children. Overrides any government. No government's going to come in and punish your children. Get out of here. This is America. You can thank the United States of America for that. Constitutional, big C codification, we the people. That's just one thing. We could go through lots. But Tina's presentation, and Jim, I'm going to give you that recording, and all the experts, and it's going to the UNSC, they got a copy of this too, and we're going to upload to YouTube, so it's there forever. And you know what? These are the things people need to know. And they don't know, Canadians don't know, First Peoples don't know. We are doing this education because of people like Jim and the hundreds of other academics. I've had the great, fortunate privilege to be on this most epic education. I couldn't find a lifetime. It's worth, to me, more than millions of dollars. It's like the greatest thing. Knowledge is power. And this community, would a guy like me ever get there, a welder? I mean, I'm an economist, but you know what I mean? I make a living like everybody else. And here I am with these minds of the world, the grace of the great. Thank you. Now I'm going to run over to Facebook, just have a look on Facebook, and then we'll go back to the stage. Thank you. Let's see here. Okay, here's okay, everybody, this is really important too, and Jim hit it too. If you want to see change, and you want to see this thing grow, hashtag World Constitution Day. Hashtag World Constitution Day. When you're on social media, something doesn't feel right, or you're upset about your rights, or something's wrong with government, make your statement and hashtag World Constitution Day. That's how we can all help right now. Plus, I gotta go tour Atlantic Canada and Quebec. If you know friends, everybody in Facebook, on Zoom, everywhere, when I start announcing these things, I only need a few signatures. I will be doing every legislature, but I have 4 Atlantic provinces, 4 Atlantic provinces and Quebec to do when I'm done. So that's what I need help with. If you know people there, come meet me. I have friends there too, but it's nice. I don't need a whole millions of signatures. It's just have a few people that are there, shot live, see me on the legislature. I will tour all their monuments and I'll go through the history of each and every one of the propagandas that are put on you. And I could show you, Jim, when you go to Ontario, Toronto, the legislature of Toronto, scary stuff with the Crown. 1948 World War II Allies, it ends there. They stop in Queen's Park in 1948. Quick little monument. That's the UNSC and the UN. We don't want to talk about that. Ooh, Declaration of Human Rights. Let's just leave that alone. Don't read that. That's Canada. It's sad. That's our politicians, the first class. You're never to know any better. They act like they're allowed to administer your human rights. They're not. They're not. These things are fundamental, enshrined. In the United States, they don't question it. You're born with it. In the United States, you're born with it. So there is no fight there. People will get upset when the politician strays and they catch them, but there's checks and balances. We got a question here coming up. Let's have a question. What's your name?
Yvonne.
Yvonne?
This is Sasha and Mishka.
Oh, hi, Sasha. Mishka, we got puppies.
They're named after Pierre Allen Trudeau and Margaret Trudeau's children.
Okay,
So we
beautiful.
remember.
Come on in. Come on in.
I wanted a third dog called Justine.
Justine, yeah.
But in any event,
Let's get you to come this way a little bit.
okay. I do have I'm a CNN junkie,
Yeah.
and I do have difficulty with saying the states did this, the states did this better than we did, because honest to goodness, the Navajo, the Native, they are also under. It's not. The states are not the people that look after Aboriginals, or they're not. I don't believe that they do. I feel that, and not to mention, regardless of whether one is black, brown, Chinese, it's a racist country, and I cannot, in good conscience, ever say, you know what, guys, you did a good job in the past. Because honest to goodness, okay? Sorry.
That's okay. Come here. I'm just going to talk about that for everybody. No, do you want to stay with me? Is it okay? We're going to be on. I just wanted. It's okay. So I am going to talk about all that because I'm a real true believer in the truth, law, and as history really happened. That's all I ever do. So now we're going to go back to somebody that when you hear his name, you're all going to go, oh, Watergate. Let's go to Richard Nixon. As soon as everybody hears that, hey Jim, what do you think of Watergate, right? He was the only president in U.S. history that resigned, who admitted to a crime, basically. All the rest of them have done similar or worse things as Richard Nixon, but they never ever took a resignation. We just saw one, let's just say Donald Trump. He just went through breaching the Constitution, still claims innocence. He may probably likely get away with it. The reality is Richard Nixon did something that nothing of the sorts has ever been done in Canada. Richard Nixon passed self-government, self-determination in 1971. As it came to ascension, he resigned because of Watergate. That took over everything. His Vice President Ford, I just got to adjust this camera, I think. So Ford passed, his Vice President took over as President, passed Indian self-government, self-determination in the United States of America. Fact. They got rights to resources. They got their own government systems. None of that's available for the Canadian Indian today. Did you also know, everybody, and America's had the most wars. When we talk about colonialism, did you know that when Joe Biden, for example, talks about liberty, freedom, and union, America fought a war of independence against Great Britain. We all heard about that. If you ever read that history, right? The American people fought that. What a lot of people don't realize is there was a Mexican War, the Spanish War, it goes on and on. There's France. Did you know Louisiana? When you look at the 50 states, the Union, they all got liberty from not one or two colonials. They fought and warred 5 colonials. Africa's in real bad shape. You can't say that that's a great place to be. And a lot of them are independent now. They fought 7 colonials. They were the most oppressed absolute continent in the entire world. South America may be able to make some claims, but none of those people are alive today to talk about that. But you can look, there were 7 colonials. Africa got them all. USA got 5, not a small feat. China was hit with 3, Canada got hit with 2. But yet USA and all that, and all their wars, they liberated because slavery came to them. All the states, was 13 at the beginning, those slavery states were from the South. Look at their history. New Mexico, does that sound like an American name of settlers and colonists from Britain? No, because that was all part of the Spanish invasion. That was another American war. The Americans even had a war on the Indians. Do you know in Canada there was no war on the Indians? The government, because they were scared that USA's system might be appealing. So you know what they did? They said, Canadian Indians, join us, sign these treaties. We're going to give you all this wealth and money from the 3rd and 2nd class, which they never did. They administered all of it. The American Indian does have a lot more. We can look at American states. There's 50 of them. And you can look at the Union and that Constitution, its development. They want their civil rights. They removed those clown colonial systems. I'm only talking in real history here. And when you look at the American Indian versus Canadian Indian, we're talking apples and oranges since 1974. Residential schools ended in America, besides actually Pennsylvania, Jim, but in America in 1924 at the end of the American Indian War. Did you know that? Not in Canada. Residential schools raged on, and they're still going on today, and no one even knows about it. Did you know they transferred the power? Do you know the states, they have constitutions in each and every 50 state? Jim can test this. Did you know that the division of powers are cemented in state constitutions, some of which are older than the American Constitution itself? Did you know that in those division of powers, they can't take family rights away? They forbid it. They won't let the federal take that from them. In Canada, we have none. So guess what? The federal government, because they're in hot water, they go, hey, provincial autocrats with 0 constitutions, meaning no rules of governance, no rules on how to govern, and absolutely no accountability. Here's the rights to the Indian children. Take care of it provincially. That way we can wipe our hands with it. Doesn't matter how many children you take, how bad their lives go, drugs, unfortunately child abuse, and creating a new system, making people worse. You see, and I hate to say this, I know it's public, but you know, for us in here, it's different, Jim, but in Canada, the drunken Indian walking on the street, you don't even know what life that man has had.
Right.
You don't even know what atrocity was committed upon that man. And it gets worse as you go through the treaties. I'm from Alberta, northern Alberta, the most northern municipality of over 1 million besides Moscow, Edmonton, Alberta, and I can tell you it's all there in full spectrum. And it's wrong. We can end all that. We can rectify everything. We, the people, together. Did you know the UNSCP 5 give us the power? If we, the First People and the Canadian citizens, go together, we can throw out the first-class autocrat. That's the UN resolution. That's what we're building. That's what China's going to allow us to bring forward. Because we need a delegation. The politicians won't let us have it. So no problem, we got a UNSCP 5 member to sponsor our resolution. I'm going to build with all of you, everyone at home, everyone online, just like we do these Zooms. I'm gonna check Zoom and we're gonna see if there's any more questions on Zoom. Is everybody getting something to eat? I hope you do, because I think we're probably past our time. And yeah, it's already way past our time.
We have entertainment.
And we have entertainment.
Yes.
You know what, everybody? I'm sorry, Facebook. I will go back through the Zoom. I'll reach everybody. We're way past our time, Jim. It's party time here in Barrie. You think these things will go faster, but they never do, and I love it, everyone. I'm gracious to everybody. And again, Paula, thank you. We did it. Jim's here. Here's Paula. Paula, 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 Paula. And Jim's on screen for you. Everybody, this is Paula Bradley. She is the ambassador for Canada.
Hi folks, how are you? Thanks everybody for coming. I'm super happy that the rain held off because it teamed rain here yesterday. Sorry, stand closer. Hi Jim, how are you? Good to see you. Awesome, great speeches. Thanks so much for coming, folks. Like, we've got a lot of work that we're doing, trying to educate people and let them know the situation that Canada is in. And we're going to make big changes with CCP and all of you and all of your friends. And you tell 10 friends and so on and so on. Share, 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 folks.
Yeah! Hashtag World Constitution Day. That's how you change it.
Awesome, folks. I'm going to say goodnight. I got burgers on. Have a great day, everybody.
Okay, gang. So we're gonna change gears here a little bit. Who wants to hear some music?
Yeah!
Okay, so you are about to hear one of Canada's finest musicians. He may not have the big record contracts and all that, but that doesn't matter. You know, some of the most talented musicians haven't been discovered yet. But when I first heard this man over across the way at Meridian Park, I think it was in November, I'm going, wow, this guy's got the caliber of a Bob Dylan. Seriously, the kind of songs, I wish I could write songs like him. It's amazing. His storytelling, the way he's able to relate to the people. Let's put our hands together for Russ Robson.
Sorry, everybody. One last thing. We got sign-up forms now. They're back. Anyone who's not signed up with CCP, we have the government founding member forms. I know you've never heard of this before, but let's say something did happen to me. I'm not saying there's going to, or any of the board when it gets established going forward. The founding members, free lifetime membership, as well as you go forward with the party. Most parties are so old, all the founding members are dead. Other parties come, you've never even heard of them. Never even heard of them. PPC, did any of you sign founding member forms? No. I do that for all of you. The real cross the T's, dot the I's, give the power to the people right at the grassroots. I give those forms to everybody who wants to sign. If you like this path forward, get on it, because you never know, right? You never know what can come forward. Somebody's got to remain to always have the power of the party, okay? Sign those forms, do it. When the time comes, I also need your separately your email, because that'll go on the website when we do get registration. I have to finish the provinces, but everybody, the forms are there. Do that. That's the power for you. It starts at the grassroots. No party's going to tell you about this stuff. We are legit. We're the real deal. We're the grassroots. Legally.
Yes.
We are it.
Take no chances.
Go, Dylan, go.
Let's hear it for Russ Robson, everybody.
Hello. How we doing on this beautiful historic event, I'd say, today? Such an honor to be here and to be asked to come out and play once again here in Barrie. This is kind of my little spot in Canada, so I do what I can when I can, and just want to thank you guys for doing the same. So I'm a singer-songwriter. My name is Russ Robson. I've been touring around Canada for quite a long time. And when I saw these things going down here last little while, I just said, I got to write some songs about this stuff. I need to say what I need to say. And I found out right away how fast your voice can get stripped off the internet for saying something quite interesting. So, start off with one of my favorite little cover songs by Ray LaMontagne. This is your town, get you down while you're drowning in the shadow. You'll stop the line like your daddy done, punching the time and punching life's long battle. You've been howling at the moon like some slack jawed fool and breaking every rule they can throw on. One of these days it will be right soon. You'll find your legs and leave and stay gone. Young man full of plans and thinking about tomorrow. Young man, you make a stand, you beg, you steal, you borrow. You beg, you steal, you borrow. And all of the friends that you knew in school, they used to be so cool, now they bore you. Look at them now, already pulled the plow, so quick to the flame, like some old mule. Young man full of plans and thinking about tomorrow. Young man, you make a stand, you beg, you steal, you borrow. You beg, you steal, you borrow. Or just dreaming of the day you pack your bags and put the miles away. Or just going home and knows your name, where the old folks say. So the old town getting you down, or you drowning in the small talk and the chatter. Gonna step in the line like your daddy done, punching the time and climbing life's long ladder. You've been howling at the moon like some slack jawed fool and breaking every rule they can throw on. One of these days it will be right soon. You'll find your legs and leave and stay gone. Young man full of plans, thinking about tomorrow. Young man, you make a stand, you beg, you steal, you borrow. You beg, you steal, you borrow. Thank you so much, guys. This is a new song I wrote not too long ago, and it's about land rights. And basically what happened, my family, we kind of had our land rights stomped on just like everybody else is around the world. At the same time, it seems like all a man needs or a woman needs is a little place to call home and to grow some food. We don't need too much. And, you know, sometimes it's our own people that do the worst things to us. It's called City Man Land Grab. Where I am, where I stand on the streets of dirt, spinning Got a letter from the city about the burden of my home. Beneath the plan that came by, taking what I own. City men, laying proud. When they come from the suburbs, they never felt the sting. That carried the way through school, I had to fight for all my things. Gave them all big box stores, time was up real high. You can take the lease and tear the piece and burn it in the fire. City man, laying proud. I fed my dog in them woods, my father on the hill. I took a lesson from the old and fight. For my meals, I watched the horse and stretch too. When the shoot for the kill. And if you ain't got no sense of home for them bones, well, I can help that. Something like that. It's been a while for us musicians, guys. Constant lockdowns. Well, man, you know this lady boy, you can show away some pain. Well, they raise the price of living, so you're ready express to take. Ain't got time for reading all the new laws that they make. Ain't no fancy piece of paper gives you the right to take what ain't yours to take. That's this war anyways. I buried my dog in them woods, my father over here. I took a lesson from the rules and learned to fight. For my meals, I watch the horses graze the field and shoot for the kill. And if you ain't got no sense of home for your bones, well, I can help with that. I said if you ain't got no sense of home for your bones, well, I can help with that. Thank you guys, thanks so much. Once again, my name is Russ Robson. You guys can follow me on Facebook, Russ Robson, Gypsy Crow. I'm on Instagram, I'm on YouTube. Leave a comment, subscribe and leave me a comment, because YouTube takes away my views all the time. They take away my comments, and if I'm lucky, I'll get to see your comment real quick before they strip me of it. It's been brutal. I don't know why they're so afraid of us singer-songwriters. Come on. Oh, I know why. It's because of this next song. Now this song's inspired by the people of France. And in 2018, in February, I believe it was, I got a message from somebody I knew from France, a friend of mine that I met down in Los Angeles, and he said, check this out. And the French farmers had rolled into Paris and went to the government buildings, and they were currently plastering the palace in manure right through the windows. I've never seen anything like it. And what had followed from there was the Yellow Vest Revolution. And it stormed through Canada and the rest of the world, except for, I don't think it got to the States so well, but it seemed to spread so beautifully, and I thought, here's something that's going to change the world. And it caused me to write this song. It's called Free Love and Man. Well, love my family, love my faith, love the morning breath I take. I'm a free loving man. I won't tell you what to do. Mind your peace and I'll mind my cues. I'm a free loving man. Turn off the station so God knew. Mainstream feet ain't no good for you. I'm a free loving man. Now pay my taxes and my job. Pay the sleep well enough's enough for free loving man. So if you win yellow vest, I'm a free loving man. F-U-N-S-O-S, honey, grab my yellow vest, I'm a free loving man. Well, the speech is hate crime. What is love if not out of time for free loving man? Here's the Jordan and Mr. Jones. Here's the red Tommy Robinson. Yeah, the free loving man. Let's go on here with the finger best. I keep it covered up like Epstein's death. I'm a free loving man. Bring them down now all the way. Shoot them up like Bill Pizza Gates for a free loving man. I won't tell you how to live. I won't tell you what to think, no. I don't want to see you tell some of us. You don't want to see what a good man does when I got the wrong. Love my woman, love my home, love the rebel in my bones. I'm a free loving man. And all these wars are for something else. To who it concerns, it's about your health. I'm free loving man. Here's the duck hole, here's the gold. Here's the red Tommy Robinson. Free loving man. Not too late, place your bets. Thank you for the internet. I'm free loving man. And I won't tell you what to say. I won't tell you how to live, no. I don't want to see you tell the lovers. You don't want to see what a good man does when I left alone. So if you win SOS, honey, grab my yellow vest. And if you win SOS, honey, grab my yellow vest. And if you win SOS, honey, grab my yellow vest. And if you win SOS, honey, grab my yellow vest. I'm a free loving man. Come on, guys, I'm a free loving man. I'm a free loving man. I'm a free loving man. Come on, everybody. I'm a free loving man. Woo! I'm a free loving man. I'm a free man. Thank you so much, guys. What an honor it is to play for these people. And everybody around the world, if you're watching, thank you for your participation and everything you do as well. All right. This next song, interesting. I wrote it a while ago, years and years ago. It's one of those things that just came to fruition. I thought to myself and said, you know, we got it so good in Canada. And as much as I didn't know about politics back then, I knew I was still lucky to be in a place that had some security to it. And I've had a sense of that security fading away the last couple of years, you know. And it's almost a beautiful thing, because I believe I was dependent before that, and now I feel independent more so than ever. And I think that's what this is all about, finding our independence and letting go of our dependence on other people. And my Constitution is in my heart, and I'm free in here, so nobody can write any rights for me. I've already got mine. This song is called Sympathies. Stars falling, singing up, whoa, Lord, calling. Good Lord, we'll stand together. Well, one day we all can't fade away. Is that you? Hear you calling. I'm down, not for sale. But a dream's worth keeping. You and I always share that dream. Let us slip into the night, but instead onto the page is the greatest sin. No Lord seems to plead. Back when we were sympathy. Let us slip into the night, but instead onto the page is the greatest sin. No Lord seems to plead. Back when we were sympathy. Is that you now? I hear you calling. Through the door, the rope fell, I felt your knee. Love, I want to be together. You were born, my heart and my hope and my peace. Let us slip into the night, but instead on your pages, the greatest sin. No Lord seems to plead. Back when we were sympathy. Let us slip into the night, but instead on your pages, the greatest sin. No Lord seems to plead. Back when we were sympathy. Thank you. Thanks so much, guys. Now this next one, it's an interesting song. I took some medicine on top of a mountain one time in California. And when I got back, I wrote this song. I think that's the medicine everybody should try once in their life. I'll just leave it at that. But thank God I got that medicine because it opened my mind to so many beautiful things. Isn't that what life is all about? It's called Dear Mr. Traveler. If I can remember it. What it takes to know the difference between the crows. I've been lost again on that southern wind. Let me know when this thing lands. Oh, take my hand and fly away. together. My body hurts and my town scared and better. Don't let me die, you know we should live now forever, yeah, live forever. It's nice to see you, and may you jolly well. Blessed now, my friend. It's nice to see you. You got the strangest mind, more than any sign within. And I'm here to greet you, oh, with open arms and the latest in medicine. It's nice to see you. It's nice to see you on these wheels. You was a traveler, I know what you are. You're the sun and the moon, all the planets and stars. Seven dimensions, when you took out your heart, split in two, with the good and the dark, yeah. Oh, take my hand and fly away together. My body hurts and my town, but scared and better. Don't let us die, no, we should live now forever, yeah. So live forever. It's nice to see you, and may you surely will. Blessed now, my friend. It's nice to see you. You got the strength mind, more than any sign within. Here to meet you, oh, with open arms and the latest in the stems. It's nice to see you. It's nice to see you. It's nice to see you. It's nice to see you on these wheels. Thanks, guys. Well, I'm gonna do another new song for you guys. It's kind of what I do, so why not do it for you guys? I'll tell you, it's been cool writing stuff lately. So much stuff going on in the world, so many feels. It's so easy to get overwhelmed by all this stuff. And then you just get outside and go for a nice walk, and life ain't so bad. But it's always important to remember to go strong. So I call this song Go Strong. They say it's a sin, waste to me. And it's the only thing you got. Your bad karma to hurt another. And damnation to waste good scotch. Yeah, when you go so strong. Well, I'm guilty of doing nothing, and for having at the dawn, and I ain't tried to hurt nobody, and my whiskey is nearly gone. Yeah, when you go so strong. Oh, His glory that you're after. May you master your compassion and find courage in your convictions. You know everybody's listening. When you go so strong. When you dream a little longer. When you be a little kinder. When you see a little further. Oh, now stay right here forever. 'Cause when you grow stronger. Can we stay now in this moment together forever? We'd outlast all this weather. Watch the storm gently roll by. Let the winds fill our minds. And when it's our time that is coming, when we go strong. Here when we go, we'll go so strong. Thank you so much, guys. Once again, it's such an honor to be here. If you want to find my music, it's not hard. Just type in Russ Robson into the search browser and something should come up. Just don't type it into Wikipedia. Funny how Wikipedia doesn't like everybody I like. What's up with that? Alright. I think we got time for one more, huh? Yep. Play one more for you guys?
Absolutely. Woo!
I'm going to do this one as my last one, considering this is Worldwide Constitution Day. I wrote this song. This was one of the first songs I wrote. I did a video for it, and right away it got taken off the internet, and my website got crashed. And the songs like, Cardi B out there telling your kids to do all sorts of crap. I don't know why I'm so dangerous. But I do notice that voices are being censored. But for every freedom we have, somebody laid their life on the line for it. And this song just kind of reminded me of the mentality that somebody has to go through to have such a full heart to fight for something. It's probably one of the most Bob Dylan songs I wrote, so. It's called Where's Your Love? Kill myself before I hang. Ignorance, you are to blame. Where you from and where's your love? Think the world could use some prohibition still exists. Free our minds from your bullshit. I'll tell you now, you're going down when the world realizes. Got us speeding off your drugs, your medications cancer us. Where you from and where's your love? think the world could use some. Now where you from? Where's your love? Where you from? Oh, where's your love? Yeah. You would shut up just to hear an open mind is open ear. The day of freedom from your order and our families growing near. The top begins all I have. I'm as happy as a man. Where you from and where's your love? I think the world could use some. Now where you from? Where's your love? Where you from? Whoa, where's your love? Well, life just isn't worth the pain. Send for trust and guns and aid. Let's help ourselves to overcome. Save the children from the drums. And kill myself before I hang. Ignorance, you are to blame. Where you from and where's your love? I think the world could use some. Now where you from? And where's your love? Where you from? Oh, and where's your love? Yeah. Tell me now you don't agree. What a place the world could be. My expectations, dreams, and love running deeper galaxies. Fishing miles to high. I'm as happy as a man. Where you from and where's your love? Think the world could use some. Now where you from? Where's your love? Thanks so much, guys. Once again, my name is Russ Robinson. For you watching online there, guys, you can find me anywhere you want to. Want to give a big shout out. Want to say how much I just found out about Rosa Corey's passing. And she led Democrats against Agenda 21 for many years. And I was a big, huge fan of Rosa Corey. And I just want to say just how much that woman did for everybody without everybody knowing, but just how much we all gonna miss her and how much we all love her. So, and to everybody here today, thank you for coming out, and God bless you. Thanks.
All right, guys. So, hello. Oh, there we go. Okay. So just before we bring our next entertainer up, and you guys are in for a treat, let me tell you. But just before we do, we want to give some thanks to some people that helped make this happen. Shalou from the Simmering Kettle has provided the food. The mimosas. Paula has done the barbecue. Let's hear it for Paula. And Ted Johnson from Music Pro provided the sound system free of charge. And today, we're even bringing this forum together. And also Laura Baker, because Laura Baker is the one who really, between her and Paula, organized it all. And then Sean at the back is putting it all on video. So there's a lot of interworking parts. going in this, you know. At the end, there'll be credits going down. You know, it'll be like the Marvel comics, so you gotta watch the credits because, you know, we put a little scene in there, so you know, get you watching the credits. Okay, now. That's next week. That's next week. Okay.
She's a big part for me. You recognize everybody.
All right, so we're going to switch gears now from singing to something we all need. This next entertainer, it's her first time to do this live. She's done it, you know, sitting around the campfire kind of thing, but she is bolting it up, and we've encouraged to say, you got to do it, because you know what we need more than anything right now is to laugh.
Yeah.
I said, you know, Russ and I get up here and we sing, and that's great, and Dave gets up here and tells us stuff, but it's still all got a serious tone to it. We need some laughter. And this lady, I've never personally heard her, but they tell me she is the funniest going, and if Yuck Yucks was still around, she'd probably be on it. So let's hear it for Jen.
I'm just going to pretend that I'm drunk at parties. So I just want to be real because that's what I am. I don't know about you guys, but I wake up every morning like I'm living in the Twilight Zone. The face diaper shit has to go. This has to go. People, what? Get closer.
Take that off.
Take it off. I'm short.
Yeah, we'll do it that way. Okay, so we'll just move this right out of the way. No, stay there, because you're on the camera.
Hold it. There you go, yeah.
Okay. Anyway.
Get to your audience.
Apparently there's a setup to this. Anyway, again, I'm just going to pretend I'm with you guys in my own garage. I can't handle this anymore. I don't know about you guys, but the face diaper shit, like I said before, it's got to go. We're the only species on the planet that will actually block our own breathing hole, okay? We're inhaling our own toxins, which everybody should at this point know about because it's constantly out and about, and everybody just seems to be in this la-la land denial. You know, walking around parks enjoying the day when, you know, the whole world is going fucking apeshit. Okay, basically? Anyway, my mom over there, I've had the wonderful experience of going through this awakening with her by my side, which has brought us a lot closer together, but also reminded me how nuts she was as a kid. So when the face diaper thing started going down, she started getting pissed off. So she started getting riled up in the car. So we go for car rides. Next thing you know, she's like, "Get up on that school bus, honey. Go, 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 go. Run, go, go. Faster, faster." I go, "Mom, we can't chase down the friggin' school buses." She goes, "I want to know if the kids are wearing the face diaper when they get off of that. Get up there, go, go, go." So I drive faster. I almost hit the back of the bus. We get up, the kids get off, which I know she's going to traumatize them at any point, which she does. They get off, she's like, "Take it off, honey, you don't need to run that on your face. Take it off, honey, get it off, breathe, breathe, breathe." I'm thinking, someone's gonna call the cops, Mom, you can't be doing that. Sure enough, about 10 minutes later, we see another fucking school bus. So she goes, "Get up there, go, 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 put something else, go, go, go." I'm like, I gotta do this, because for her, she's gonna be stressed out by the time I drop her off to my stepdad, who doesn't, well, we won't go there. Anyway, she gets really pissed off. He doesn't like it, and I leave her in his hands. So basically, I knew I gotta let her get it out. Sure enough, we get her on the second bus. Pulls over. Kids get out. No face diaper. She's like, "That's it, honey. Way to go. Kick it off your face. Don't wear it." I'm like, "Mom, the dad's there. The dad's coming up the driveway. Someone's gonna call the cops." Anyway, between the two of us, we started going out and about shopping, and we had a few looks, I'm not going to lie. There was one lady that we were innocently looking at a set of cards to buy somebody a card for her birthday, because apparently that was non-essential. Along with underwear, bathing suits, bottles, because you don't need to feed the babies, okay, they're not important in this pandemic. You know, all the essentials that you need to basically live. Anyway, so we're in the card section trying to get somebody a card, which we always did before this happened. And this lady comes across and looks at me with nothing on my face and jumps back like I'm diseased or something and goes, "Oh my God!" and freaks out and starts running down one of the aisles. Well, at this point, I'm already pissed off because at this point, I've had enough. I can't handle this shit anymore. It's a mental illness at this point. You need to go speak to somebody, a counselor, because wearing, you know, come on. You're wearing something that you wash dishes with. Okay, you're putting your cart, you're spraying your cart, you're spraying your groceries, you're putting that on your face. It doesn't make sense. None of this makes sense. Okay. Anyway, we won't even go there because I get pissed off, and again, I go to that point where I'm living light, loving light for everyone, unconditional love, and this lady I want to fucking strangle. Okay. Anyway, it's a bounce back and forth. I realize this awakening is all about just being authentic. You just got to go through it and be your authentic self, and who gives a shit what anybody thinks. That's where I'm at. That's the only reason I'm up here today, because I wouldn't be doing this. At this point, who gives a shit, right? Speak it, say it, tell the fucking truth, okay? We need to get out of this nightmare immediately, okay? Shit's about to get real. Anyway, we won't go there. So anyway, while I'm going through this awakening with my mom by my side, and oh, by the way, I've lost all my friends. They think I'm nuts. Because I went completely down the rabbit hole. I'm like, hey, you heard about the reptilians, eh, guys? They're like, what? I go, the reptilians. You have no idea what's going on below, okay, Antarctica? Don't look it up. Don't look it up. Scary shit. I knew they were here, because I've been around them, I think. I'm not kidding you. There's some scary shit going on here, okay? My friends are like, hey, Jen, I think after you lost your dad this year, something happened to you, and you went a little weird. And I'm like, no, it's called the Great Awakening. I'm moving on to the 5D. And again, they go again and think she needs mental help, right? So I can only be around certain individuals. I'm starting to scare people in public too. Anyway, I keep to myself these days while I go through this transition, but I know I'm not alone. My mom's on there too. Anyway, basically, the world that we knew it didn't exist. None of it did. Hollywood? Don't even go there with that. Scary. A lot of pedophilia. Okay, we won't go there. And don't look up and go deeper down the rabbit hole where it's one of those what do they call them now? They're like those what's going to happen to us. Basically, they're making movies like, you know. It's real, it's happening. It's time to turn it around. That's why we're all here. This is why I joined drumming circles and feel suddenly like I'm in a band, which I always wanted to be. I've met the most incredible people on this journey. You know, just amazing. Look at them. They're just the most amazing people in the world. And you know what you gotta do? You just gotta wing it, go with it, speak your truth. Who gives a shit? Don't worry about what people think. It's all about being authentic, and everything what you think is the truth is actually a lie. It's called the inverted world. Upside down world is what we're living in. But you gotta be happy. You gotta be just keep doing what you need to do. Be with your family. Love your family. Who gives a shit? And is this one of these things that's sounded like anything political?
You're doing good.
Okay. Dicky Doo Dougie needs to go, folks. Okay? Let's all admit it. These people aren't out for the better of us, okay? They're out for the better of them. So it's time to keep it real. And nobody knows where I live, so if I'm not here tomorrow, don't know why. But I just want to say that to my mom, I'm not at a wedding. I know I sound like I'm at a wedding. But this woman here is, I never realized how much passion and awake she was until I went through this with her. So it's been pretty cool. Anyway, all I can say is keep living life, be happy, and keep on moving up. That's about it. And wait. Oh, wait. One more thing. Oh, my nightmare. Okay, so.
Yeah, your nightmare.
I've been having nightmares. If I watch horrific things about what's going to happen in the world, I manifest them in my dreams overnight, and I actually go through what is happening. So I've been forced to watch videos I don't want to watch at this point. It's the end of the world videos, for an empath. Not a good idea. Yeah, so anyway, I go to sleep. I had a dream. It was all about, packing your kid or whatever, and I'm thinking, packing my kid to leave my house? I gotta pack a survival kit? I go swimming and I lose an eyebrow. I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm thinking makeup, like, what the fuck am I bringing here? Like, this is trauma to me. Like, leaving behind furniture and shit, it's like, I can't bring that? I can't bring this? What about my freaking hairspray? What am I gonna look like during the end of times, if you know what I mean? So anyway, I worry about that just in general, let alone packing a kit to survive. Anyway, I have nightmares, so I had a nightmare that basically, I cut open a chipmunk and had to eat it. So I said, I can't watch these movies anymore. It's unhealthy for me. I'm having nightmares, flashbacks, whatever. I don't know what you want to call them, but I can't. I have to be in a more positive state of mind through this transition, right? We can go into the fear or we can go into the fight. I'm going to do fight or float, which I have. I'll tell you this other story. I was abducted for about 5 minutes, and that's when I realized that I don't respond to emergency situations. I was kidnapped out of my true story. I was babysitting. The lady ran into the Mite Smart to get pantyhose and snacks for the night. A man, large man at that, jumped into the driver's seat and drove away with me in the car.
Oh my gosh.
At that moment, I realized I don't. That's funny because nothing happened to me, but it could have, because she paralyzed me with fear and said, "If you get abducted, guess what? Guess what they do to kids? Your head's going to be over here, your leg's going to be over there, your arms." I'm not going to tell you what else happens to kids when perverts get a hold of you. So I already had that terror, so I hung onto the thing. Anyway, turns out he didn't really abduct me. He hopped into the wrong car. And then turned around and dropped me back off. By the time the babysitter got back in, I said, "Well, I was just taken." And she said, "What?" I said, "I was fucking taken." I don't swear, but I was taken. About 5 minutes. Hit the lights, and you realize I wasn't Cheryl, whoever Cheryl was. Turned around, brought me back, dropped me off. So, anyway, I'm still ready to go babysitting, but I'm a little traumatized. So, and it was at that moment I realized I don't respond. I tell people, it's happened. I seen a guy do a seizure, okay? I will admit I smoked a doobie, we were stoned. He was laughing, choked on something, he was eating and ran into the wall, snapped down, started, of course I don't know what to do because I can't respond at this point. And I said, I can't respond, I cannot help you. I can't, I'm stoned. And he popped up immediately with clearly his eye was puffing out to here, and he said, "I think I just had a seizure." I go, "Yeah, you did. What are we going to do about it? Because I can't go anywhere or do anything right now because I'm stoned and I can't deal with the situation. We need to sit on the couch and think about this." And he kept wanting to go to the hospital. I said, "No one's going to the hospital. No one is going to the hospital. All right, we're going to figure this shit out. Sit there, give it time." I took the weed. I was one of those paranoid people, put it away in case the paramedics show up. Anyway, true story, I go upstairs to get the guy, the roommate, the guy that lived upstairs. Apparently he was a veteran. He was about to, I guess, get high, and I said, "We have an emergency situation going on downstairs. I smoked some reefer. Somebody's had an accident. I can't respond." He goes, "Well, what are we going to do about it?" I said, "Well, nobody's driving, and I can't go to a hospital, and neither can he, so you need to talk him out of it. Come downstairs and talk him out of what just happened to him, because it didn't happen and nobody's going anywhere, and two people are too high to deal with this situation." So anyway, he ended up coming down, he helped us, we got to the hospital in a cab. The nurse came around the corner and yelled at me and said, "Next time when someone hits a wall and has a seizure and goes through the drywall and has a hemoglobin on their head, you might want to bring them to the hospital." I said, "Well, next time we will do that." "Yeah, okay." We live and learn, right? I was too high, I couldn't have conversations with people at that point. Anyway, beside the point, I knew I don't react to situations, so I can't even go there with that type of fear. So that's where my fear is coming from, my nightmares. But I know it's not going to happen because we're going to turn this shit around. Okay, everybody's going to stop doing this stuff. It's got to stop. It's not normal. Okay, it's not normal. We all know it's not normal. We got to start telling people it's not normal and convincing others this is not normal. I'm to the point of strangling people sometimes, so I'm maybe not the good messenger because I'm getting to the point where it needs to end. So I'm going to back down. I stay in my own space. I try not to go places because it freaks me out. So, but other than that, I gotta say, if I didn't do this, I wouldn't be here and I wouldn't have met all these incredible people along the way. So, have a wonderful Sunday. It's Sunday because I forget what day it is, but happy World Constitutional Day, guys!
Let's hear it for Jenny. Wasn't she amazing? Come on, you can do better now. Let's hear it for her. That was her first time, guys. That was her first time to do it publicly. Like she's probably shaking in her boots.
She does it at the kitchen table all the time.
Yeah, but it's one thing to be funny around friends you know. It's another thing to have the courage to actually stand up and do it. You know, kind of on a dare. Now it's gonna take me a second here. I'm about to. I guess we're ending off. I'm gonna play a couple of songs here.
Awesome shirt. You come over there, you can awesome. I'm thinking I'll try this one.
So when Laura asked me to partake in this, she says, Wayne, can you open up in prayer? I'm like, okay. Can you MC? Okay. And can you sing? And I'm like, okay. It's like, is anybody else going to do anything? Anyhow, I got a couple of songs I want to do for you. And I thought about what I was going to do, and I thought, well, I could come in and try and be funny. Not. I could come in and do everybody else's songs. I thought, but if I do everybody else's songs, who's going to do mine? I've had some songs that I've written over the years, so I thought really good about it. I felt really good about it that I'd like to do them for you. This was such a good audience on this World Constitution Day, and I had no idea that these songs were now going to be going worldwide. Wasn't even thinking about that. But if my magic fingers can do the thing. This first song is called Only You. Only you came while I was down. Only you made a smile out of my frown. Only you. Only you. Let me make my own mistakes. Only you took my heart and it did not break. Oh no. Only you. Only you. And the reason I love you today, you have enabled me to say the things that I truly feel. You make me see my love is real. Only you paid the price. Only you made the ultimate sacrifice. Only you. Only you. Searched while I was lost. Only you died upon the cross. Only you. Only you. Only you. Thank you. I wrote that in 1991. I got born again, and I wrote that right after that. It was funny because before I accepted Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior, nobody wanted to hear me sing. But when I started singing for Him, it was like a difference because now I wasn't singing from my head, I was singing from my heart. And this song is called Jesus is the Way. It's kind of my story. In these days of changing ways, when the lead wants to rule the world and TV tells us what we should learn. My mind's bombarded with information. I'll find me a new sensation. Can you tell me where do I turn? Jesus called in 84, said son, you don't gotta hurt no more. Come and join my mission of love. But fear of what they think of me held me back from liberty. I was not blind, but I could not see. And as the serpent intertwined its sweet sounds filled my mind, a whisper could be heard in the air. Jesus, Jesus, Jesus is. I fell down on my knees, I picked up that holy book, and there it was, the truth. Yes, God spoke on that very day, that Jesus is the way, and you too can be saved, because Jesus is the way. I said Jesus is the way. You know Jesus, Jesus is the way. Oh, thank you. Okay, just give me 1 second. I'm going to switch over to track now. Tracksuit, yeah.
Wayne, if you guys just read, we should put on some world experts like the whole day. Is that okay? Like
I
Switzerland?
just got a couple more songs.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's just I don't know how long the day it's coming. Because they're doing it all over the world too,
Okay.
right? It should be showing now.
Okay. I'm the end of the entertainment.
Oh, no, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
I got about 4 more songs and you're on.
You're on. Okay. Okay, so as I said, and then I wrote this song about 20 years ago. This song is called "You Spoke Into the Darkness," and it took me 20 years to find somebody that would actually record the piano that I wanted. Can I rock and roll you some one more time? You spoke into the darkness and created the light. You spoke into the darkness and created the light. You spoke into the darkness and created the light. In my heart, I was blind, I could not see, but your everlasting love set me free. You spoke into the darkness and created the light in my heart. And now I love you, I love you, I love you, Lord. I need you, I need you, I need you, Lord. I love you, I love you, I love you, oh so much. Oh, I love you, Jesus. I was blind, I could not see, but your everlasting love set me free. You spoke into the darkness and created the light in my heart. Oh, you spoke into the darkness and created the light. You spoke into the darkness and created the light. You spoke into the darkness and created the light in my heart. I was blind, I could not see, but your everlasting love set me free. You spoke into the darkness and created the light in my heart. now. I love you, I love you, I love you, Lord. I need you, I need you, I need you, Lord. I love you, I love you, I love you, oh so much. I was blind, I could not see, but your everlasting love set me free. Spoken to the darkness and created the light in my heart. Oh, you spoken to the darkness and created the light. You spoken to the darkness and created the light. You spoken to the darkness and created the light in my heart. I was blind, I could not see, but your everlasting love set me free. You spoken to the darkness and created the light. Oh, you created the light in my heart. Thank you. Now if I could just take a moment here, do another song for you. Now, it's interesting because Russ said something. He said he never felt more alive than today, and I feel the same way. I mean, what's going on sucks. But I feel like I'm more alive. So, and as bad as that is, I'm alive, I'm more free, I'm more, active, I'm more engaged in life now. This song's called He's Alive. I'm a holy rolling Bible thumping tongue talking Jesus freak. I'm a holy rolling Bible tongue talking Jesus freak. You can see it in my eyes, you can hear it in my voice. He's alive. Come on, he's alive. He's alive. He's alive, he's alive, he's alive. You can see it in my eyes, you can hear it in my voice. He's alive. Coming out of the closet, gonna talk about my Jesus till I die. I'm coming out of the closet, gonna talk about my Jesus till I die. Cause Jesus is the rock and he rolled my blues away. Oh, he rolled my blues away. Rolled my blues away. Took my yesterday and rolled my blues away. I was a filthy sinner, but now I'm saved by grace. Woo! I'm a holy rolling Bible thumping tongue talking Jesus freak. I'm a holy rolling Bible thumping tongue talking Jesus freak. You can see it in my eyes, you can hear it in my voice. He's alive. 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 You can see it in my eyes, you can hear it in my voice. He's alive. These parts are fun when you're doing it with a guitar, but when you don't have a guitar, you don't know what to do with yourself. I'm coming out of the closet, gonna talk about my Jesus till I die. I'm coming out of the closet, gonna talk about my Jesus till I die. Cause Jesus is the rock and he rolled my blues. Jesus is the rock and he rolled my blues. I said, Jesus is the rock and he rolled my blues. Oh yes, he rolled my blues away. Oh yeah. Thank you. Back in I believe it was 1994, my wife and I went to a coffee shop in Barrie called Tim Hortons. Anybody ever hear of it? And this was the original Tim Hortons in Barrie. And my wife was 8 months pregnant at the time. And we're sitting there, we're meeting some people. And just chit-chatting and just getting to know people. And this one gentleman that we met there, his name was Frank. And something about Frank's story caught my eye, just caught my ear, and just felt for Frank. And I just thought, God, I want to write a song that has a story in it. I mean, I've written other songs, but I want to write something that has some meaning behind it. Well, this is Frank's song. Cannot save her soul. She's looking for love. It can't be so. At 17, you know, he lost his way. Booze and drugs, you know, have taken him today. There's a hole in his heart he can't understand. At the age of 12, his mom ran off with a man. Father, forgive them, they know not what they do. Deep down inside, you know they're searching for you. Please give me the courage that I need to speak about Jesus when I meet them on the street. Frank sips on coffee, it's all he has left. Gambling debts have taken all his best. At the age of 65, he lost his wife and child. Everything is gone, there was no reason to smile. Father, forgive them, they know not what they do. Deep down inside, you know they're searching for you. Please give me the courage that I need to speak about Jesus when I meet them on the street. My son, you know I love you. Have you forgotten that my word was for you? My son, I've not given you this fear. Have you forgotten that the time was near? The time was near. The time was near. The time was near. At 85, she's in an old age home. Family came once, but now she's all alone. You'll be better, they say. How can she be better when you lock her away? Oh, Father, forgive them, they know not what they do. Deep down inside, you know they're searching for you. Please give me the courage that I need to speak about Jesus when I meet them on the street. I just want to leave you with this one last song that I wrote back in 2001 after the 911 thing happened. And I wanted to write a song for my wife that would encourage her. It's called How Sweet It Is. How sweet it is to belong to be loved by you. How sweet it is to be loved by you. How sweet it is to be loved by you. How sweet it is to be loved by you. How sweet it is to be loved by you. You're my Prince of Peace, the Alpha, the Omega, you are the Christ. You're my Messiah. You're the author and finisher of my faith. And I know you'll never let me go. Jesus, how sweet it is to be loved by you. How sweet it is to be loved by you. How sweet it is to be loved by you. How sweet it is to be loved by you. How sweet it is. How sweet it is. How sweet it is to be loved by you. How sweet it is to be loved by you. How sweet it is. How sweet it is. How sweet it is to be loved by you. Thank you. Now I believe Dave wants to have... Dave, you want to come now? I believe Dave's got something in store for you. Thank you. And for those that are interested, the song that I sang at the beginning called Dominion is available on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Music. Just type in Dominion and Wayne Paquette. So if you're interested, if you like it. And please feel free to share it.
Give Wayne a big round of applause. Come on. Yeah. Thank you, Wayne. That was totally awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, Okay, now what we're going to do is I'm going to pull up some links. You're going to see on the screen, I'll move the mic and we're going to listen to a whole bunch of world experts as long as you guys can handle it. I'm going to start, I think, with Switzerland because I'm getting a lot of questions. And I love the oldest of the population. You know what? Because you get people who are real. They've lived a lifetime and they know. So let's let some people, even more articulate than me from countries who went through this, and we got a doctorate who wants to give you a great presentation. Even she has a student of law with her from Switzerland. So I'm going to put that up. Then we're going to go through some experts from USA who want to give you some presentations. I've been doing this all day. Thanks, everybody. Just have to bear with me to grab a link.
Oh, cool.
I know.
Where'd you get that from? Neat.
We're just talking about David and stuff.
Where's Kathy? Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah. Everybody that matters.
Yeah.
Everybody's cheering for excitement. I'm like, oh my God.
USA has about 7, but I do want to hit Switzerland because that one, we got Benjamin Franklin. Oh, the gold standard Switzerland.
Yeah, in a boat.
The next spring, when this guy's put her on soap for a couple hours, we was
Yeah. Now you can get a. Yeah, I don't know. You have more faith.
Well, we are.
That's all I got.
Naz was there. She's kind of. Yep, she's not here next Any talk like that, she probably
Yeah, that's what we
see what's that on the 29th day.
because we sent her. Just like I was saying.
I might have to use my phone. I'm gonna have to email it. How do I can't open it on the laptop and then pop?
It's not working today.
Not on that. I gotta go through my phone. Well, everybody gotta shut down the Facebook. Sorry, guys. It's the phone's needed here. Emergency.